Our next guest here on Daytime is a very successful female executive, but when it comes to love, her persona becomes more of a needy, desperate woman. Shary Hauer shares her personal story, including the highs and lows of looking for love, all in her new book, Insatiable, a memoir of love addiction. Thank you for joining us, Shary.
I'm delighted to be here.
You
Thanks, Jen.
are so open in this book. I couldn't go to sleep last night.
Oh.
It's amazing, and it's so truthful, but you talk about a lot of things I never even associated with love and addiction. You state in the book, love can be as addicting as heroin or alcohol.
That's right, yes.
Why is that? How does that happen?
Well, it's been fairly recent because love addiction in the past has been kind of denied or just misconstrued, and in the recent years with brain science, they're actually looking at cravings when there's an alcoholic who craves alcohol and cocaine addicts and heroin addicts, the same brain wave function as in a love addiction. So it's a bona fide addiction, and the same kinds of cravings, the same level of cravings, the same kind of withdrawal symptoms.
Even a sex addict is maybe as well.
Absolutely, yeah. They're finally, you know, they used to dismiss that, but now they're seeing that there's actual
People are starting to actually believe it.
The brain activates in the same way in these substance addictions.
Right.
Yes, very real.
In the book, you quote an organization I never knew existed, Love Addicts Anonymous.
Yes.
Tell us about that group. Is it new? Where's it out of?
It's a virtual organization, and I didn't know about it either. That's how I came across it just several years. I was living the life of a love addict, but had no clue there was something called Love Addicts Anonymous until I Googled love addiction, just playing around. And there they popped up. And so they've been around for 10 years or so, and that's when I really understood the depths of what love addiction truly is.
So you said you were a love addict and you did not know it.
That's
right. For someone who's watching now and thinks, maybe I am, what are the signs? How do you know?
There are a lot of different signs, but let me give you some of the fundamentals, and certainly the ones that I lived with. So there is this preoccupation with romance and relationship, the idea of cannot be alone, hate to be alone, or fearful of being alone. So there's a lot of activity around finding and the quest for a relationship. Another example, or another symptom, so to speak, of love addiction is serial. People who go in and out of relationships move through a lot of different ones. Right. Yes, absolutely.
But do they ever finally settle down? So if you meet a guy who's a serial dater, do they finally, is there a chance they're going to stop and not be a serial dater anymore?
There's always a chance, but I think, you know, it's not just that's just one symptom. It's usually a collage of symptoms that really is a full-blown addiction that they have to go through a process of healing. Withdrawal is another thing. I mean, again, we associate withdrawal with alcoholism or drug addiction, but the withdrawal that a love addict goes when a relationship ends or rejection, it is a prolonged, in some cases, I mean, that's why we see stalking going on and murders going on, and this can be very, very serious.
Especially with the internet as well. That really,
situations,
really be mean to someone.
That's right.
You were so open in this book and shared so many stories, and you really had me at the beginning when you talked about going on a date on Beach Drive. I'm like, wait, my Beach Drive, St. Pete? I love that place. So I was like, oh, this is a local lady. So a lot of the stuff you relate to in the book is local, but so you're local, you live here, you were really open in this book. Was that hard for you, or did you just said, let's go for it?
Let's go for it, really, because the mission of the book, I've lived this life now for 25 years, so much of my healing, much of the processing has occurred in the past. This wasn't just a revealing in the book.
You want to help others heal.
That was really, truly, I wanted to broadcast some awareness around love addiction. Well, I didn't know about it.
You did
and here it is. I did it.
Here it is. That is for darn sure. Thank you so much for sharing your intimate and personal journey with us through your book. It really is. I couldn't put it down last night. So if I have bags under my eyes, it's right here. All right, so Shary Hauer's book is available for you. It's on her website along with a blog and many other resources for those of you who might be a love addict. The address is sharyhauer.com. Cindy and Jerry, over to you.